Okay, hi guys, it's Trevor here from Trade On Point. I'd like to say welcome to our traders today. I'm just sitting at my chart here. I've just taken a short on the MYM, but I'm just having a little bit of difficulty trying to get my my NinjaTrader up and running. So that should connect in the next few seconds because Interactive Brokers looks like it's coming online. I don't know why it's taking so long, but ultimately I am on my MetaTrader. I am short on the at 34,178. Here comes the MetaTrader, the Interactive Brokers. Thankfully. And I will enter that short position on NinjaTrader as well. So I just had to quickly restart there. And unfortunately, Interactive Brokers threw me out. Expand that a little bit. I've just sold the ask, as you can see, on the YM. Top is going to be above the TAS box. Target is going to be somewhere down here. Okay, and we just need to do a mic test on the, make sure that we're coming through on target is going to be somewhere down here. Okay, looks like we're in business. All right, so guys, welcome. My name's Trevor. I'm from Trade On Point. We also have MetaTraderIndicators.com. We try and teach you how to trade the futures during the London Open. We're currently in a position at the moment. Position is a break of the TAS box. We've had a nice push up during the course or leading up to the trade. We've had a number of TAS box breakouts long. However, we did have this TAS box breakout short over here. Looking like a bit of good old Ribena. My camera a little bit down as well. So we did go and retest that, trying to head up towards a point of control. Fortunately, we didn't come anywhere near that point of control, but there was some support going down, and like I said, we just trying to get my market profile indicators on my top screen here again. And there it's starting to head south. Forty-one minutes to close 1 hour candle. 1 hour candles is sort of looking a little bit. If you look at the last 4 hours, we are making higher highs, so we do want to keep that in mind. I'd like to see the 1 hour candle come down and close below 34,159. 34,159. So what I'll do is I'm going to put 34,159, and you can see that that's going to be that support over there. So what we'll do is we'll put in a line at 34,159, and that's I know that if we can get through 35,159, then we should see the market sell off. So we'll just increase that a little bit. There's our support. We'll put a bit of text in there as well. So support, and there we go. And we're now at 35,159. We need to hold below that level. Okay. Here we come. Stop to break even. Stop to break even. still in on that. So we got our stops in. The stops on nicely locked in. $65 at the open, $60. So we want this. We want this bar or the next bar to stay below this 34,159. If it doesn't stay below the 34,159, then we would consider getting out of this trade. And especially we want it to stay below 34,160. 34,160. And the reason for that is that if we look at this on a, I'm just going to pull up the 1 hour chart here, and you can see this is the 1 hour chart. Now we've had 3 hours, almost 4 hours with higher highs. However, we are getting, if you look at this last, the hour before, we've had this doji, and now we're looking at a gravestone doji. So that says to us that there is indecision. It would be better if we could actually get a doji with, well, if we can get perhaps not a doji, but a very high wick and a lower close, then potentially we can go down, we can retest this point of control. If we can, and that's why I said if we can get underneath, if we can stay underneath the 5.9, which is where we are at the moment, that's where we want to be. And ultimately, then we potentially can go retest the support. That's where our target is. If the market continues to sell off, breaks the support, well, then we're going to extend our target down to 34,107. That's on the Dow Jones. For those of you that are trading CFDs or following me in trading CFDs, we're not a signal serving service, as I keep saying. I'm here just to show you how I trade, when I trade, and also the fact that I can constantly make a profit trading the London Open consistently. Remember, that's that. We need a close below here. We've got another TAS box setting up. We can bring our stop down just a few points just to lock in a bit of profit. I know there's not much there, but ultimately we won't let that go all the way back to our entry price. Obviously, our stop will kick in before then, but I wouldn't want to go up. We were up about $80, and then we now up 50. If you can just spare me 1 second, please. We are still selling off. We can see that the Dow is certainly leading the S&P at the moment. Almost there. Now we want to bring this stop all the way down to 64. And we certainly want to stay below the support. We've got 37 seconds to go, 36 seconds. Eight seconds to go. Right, now we want to look at what our order flow is doing through the market. Keep the eye on the DOM. We are seeing that some offers are getting pulled over here. We are building on the bid. So this is going to be an interesting time to see if we can try and push down towards to retest those lows on the 1 hour charts. We've got 33 minutes now. What we've got to realize as well is on 33 minutes, we've got a really, really long wick. Already up $90. $100. $25. I'm going to bring that up a little bit, so we'll try and buy the bid on that. And there we go. We are out at the minute trade. I'm out of minute trade as well. Done. Flat. No trades in the market, guys. So we sold at 34,171. That's 34,171. We bought back at 34,150. So that's 21 points. That's just over $105 trade. And look at that. Look at that. We got out. It went 1 point further, hit that support where we drew the line, and it's pulled up about 3 or 4 points. I mean, there's a good chance it's going to go and retest it and potentially break through it. But our trade is very simple. We had the TAS box breakout. We got into the trade. We had another TAS box breakout. And we put that support there. It gave us $100 on one contract. It was a good trade. We can see here's a trade on the here's that trade on the 1 hour chart here. Open, as I said, came back down, hit that support, which is where we draw a line at 49. We wanted to close. We've got 29 minutes. We need this to close. And you see now we're back to a doji. And this potentially, if it goes back up, well, then we've got another higher high. It's still relatively bullish. But, and that's what we're playing today. We're hoping to take either long or short positions. We don't really care. But wow, look at that. And now it's going back above our support. So I'm sure if you're watching live or if you're watching, where's our entry? Our entry was here, so that'll be that one there, down to here. I'm sure you would agree with me if I said that was a beautiful trade. There we go. From our entry price at 34.71 down to our exit price at 34.150. So that's 34.171 to 34.150. 21 points on the Dow in the space of 13 to 29. We've got 16 minutes there. So, and on our top account, now for those of you that have been in the room or have watched us before, you know that the top account, let me just go and sort this out, let's do my head in. We'll put it at 150. And we can probably even go up to 120. So in this session, so here we go. So this is pretty much all this is basically this is the one at a time explosion. The AT trigger, which you saw on the other screen on Ninja, is a variation of this. This is just volume. This is the futures account. So it's actually futures. You can see this retracement. Oh, beautiful little potential short there. We broke the cloud. I always have the cloud on my charts. We broke the cloud and then we obviously sold off on the Heikin-Ashi. This is just Heikin-Ashi candles. I'm playing around with them at the moment, so I'm going to have them on my screen for the next few months. So I'm just trying out the strategy with this. But in any event, we are slowly. What we've done is we've thrown a few $100 into this account. We've grown this account to show that we can actually grow a small account into a sizable account. So that's why we have the MetaTrader platform there. Excuse me. So that we can try and grow that small account into something more substantial. And every now and again we'll pull out of that account as well. So the difference between so what I'll do is I want to do a bit of education in this session. As I said, we're 34 minutes into the live trading room. Now, futures, right? So you have the Dow Jones, which is a basket of 30 stocks versus the S&P, a basket of 500 stocks. There's the answer. Let me just continue. We got a lot of people coming on either YouTube or Facebook. One thing I'd like to point out is you go to our website, tradeonpoint.com. That's tradeonpoint.com. Subscribe, get your 90 days for free. At this stage, we're not charging, we're just kind of building up our reputation. And what we want to say to you is the WebEx feed, which is what you get when you sign up to Trade on Point. When I say sign up, it's your name and your email address, and that's about it. And they'll send you your login details. That way, you're going to the WebEx conference, and the delay is about less than a quarter of a second. So it's whereas when you're looking at YouTube, when you're looking at the Facebook Live, you'll find that it is anywhere between 5 and 15 seconds delay. So some of the times I'd hate for someone to try to follow us real time, hopefully using a live account, a demo account, and they end up jumping into trades 15 seconds after the market moved, or they look at it and say, oh, well, we broadcasting back in time or something like that. I don't know, but in any event, it's an instant feed or almost instant feed with WebEx. However, we don't have the same benefits with Facebook Live or YouTube. Now, the other thing I wanted to say to you is futures. So futures, if you trade CFDs, these instruments here, you got the Dow on the Dow September contract on the left hand side. That's going to be equivalent to the US 30 or the Dow 30. Excuse me. The Dow 30 on your CFD platform, the US 500, S&P 500, SP US would be the ES, and of course they're not the same price sometimes, because some follows the index, others follow the futures, some follow the what month they're on at the moment. So just bear that in mind. Now the micro futures, which is what we trade on the top account, on the top MT5 account, sorry. That trades micro futures. So to give you an idea, the Dow Jones trades at $5 a point. Now, $5 a point, $5, that might not sound much to some people, but $5 a point when the market can move 1,000 points on a massive day, and sometimes more. We've seen it move, on those days where we end up hitting circuit breakers. We've seen 3,000 points. 3,000 points is $15,000. That seems like a big number to most people. Especially when you're trading one contract. Now, a lot of people, like for example, I trade with Interactive Brokers. If you're not a US citizen, you need $10,000 US to open up an account. So I would never recommend starting trading with a $10,000 account. I think it's daylight robbery when you see these companies and they want to teach you how to trade, and they say, yeah, you should start with a $10,000 account. No, you should start with a demo account and then start with whatever you can afford to lose. Now, micro futures trade at 50 cents a point. So if you have a ripper of a day and we hit circuit breakers, one of these days it happens maybe once a year, 3,000 points on the Dow at 50 cents, it's going to be $1,500. It hopefully won't make you sell your house, or you wouldn't go without food for months on end. But generally, if you have a big day on the Dow and it's a 300-point day, if it goes in your favor, you make $150. If it goes against you, you should be putting into, you should never, let something go 300 points against you without putting protective risk management measures in place. However, worst case scenario is going to be $150. That's kind of now the S&P is normally $50 a point in this chart here. So that's the one on the right-hand side. And that's what you see on the DOM in front of me, the time and sales and all the numbers that are punching up and down every so often. That's the S&P. That's $50 a point. It trades in quarter points, so that's 4 ticks per point. And each tick is worth $12.50. The S&P micro futures is worth $5. So again, if you have a day where the S&P might move 20 points, you make $100, or you can lose obviously that money as well. What else? Indicators. Now, indicators. Some people will say, "Oh, why use an indicator? You don't know how to trade." Well, believe me, I've been trading for 20 years. I find, you look at traders like Woody, who came up with Woody CCI, and there's a number of other traders out there that are worth absolute millions of dollars, or Gann, for example. I mean, Gann had his own indicators, and that's WD Gann. Indicators, they just do the math for you. And of course, you can just trade chart patterns, you can trade candlestick formations, by all means, Fibonacci, Elliott wave. But what you find is you try and do that on a 1-minute chart, and be very successful. You'll be one of the best traders out there, because it's a very difficult, it's a fast market that you got to trade. It's like trading like a 5 range or 3 range on the Dow. It's so quick, and you've got to make instant, quick decisions to get in, get out, move stops, where's support, where's resistance, where's it going to go, where's potentially going to go, watch order flow. Why not just have indicators doing it for you? So I like indicators, and I think, at the end of the day, they work for me. I make money out of them. Who cares? If some people say, "Well, are you using them?" Well, that's a matter for them. It's not a matter for me. Okay, so we can see. So let's go and have a look at what we can find in this market to trade. Now, the ES is going completely sideways. One of the things I'm working on at the moment, if anyone out there can recommend something to me, please, by all means, send me an email to tradedesk@tradeonpoint. I'm looking for a program. I was trying this the other day. What I want to do is I want to be able to use NinjaTrader to bridge onto my MetaTrader and execute positions on my MetaTrader for me. And I've seen GL Bridge is one of them. I want to know if anyone has had experience with any of these bridges and delays, latency, that type of thing, and if they can recommend anyone to me, I would love to try it out and buy it. So I don't have to execute on two different platforms. I absolutely love NinjaTrader. I think it's great. It's really prints everything quite well. Same as MetaTrader 5. MetaTrader 4 was just, it was a great platform, but it was ugly. I just want to bring a few things to your attention here. while we're looking at, because potentially we're going to have some longer term trades far off as well. Let me just get some more real estate on my screen. So add, let's go 70 days. We'll just wait for that to load. I was trading the New York session last night, and just trading the London Open for quite some time now, and I jumped into the New York session, and it was quite a volatile day. But well, it was like jumping on a roller coaster. It was incredible. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, like, you take the position and you'll be like $100 up like that. And when it went against you, you're like, wow, you know what's going on here? You look at the contract size coming in, 300 contracts going through, right now we look at it, ones, twos, threes. We've got, what's the biggest one? We've got there, 6, 1/6 contract on the time and sales, whereas this was absolutely, you could barely follow it. And I'm trying to follow what's going on, but wow, it was incredibly exciting, but dangerous at the same time. So guys, if you want to, thing I forgot to do here is might borrow my text and just put this in. It's trade.com. So what I wanted to show you is this. This is the 60-minute chart of the September futures. Look at the sideways, just contained within the box. A little breakout here, nice little rally up. little breakdown here, and all of these are profitable trades when you're looking at them on a 1 minute chart and sideways. Again, a breakdown, break up. But you can see slowly grinding. I mean, I'll probably be correct and say grind. Now, have a look at this. I mean, if you want like grinding, I mean, for those of you that have traded for some time, I mean, look at this. It is horrible. Yet we've still managed to keep our head well above water and still make a profit within this market. Um, yeah, I think we've got a better chance on the ES. I just want to quickly go and have a look at what the guys, I'm going to short the ES. My second trade for the day. Oh, what a terrible entry. That is horrible. Anyway, what can we say? We're in, we're in. Nothing we can do about it now. Yeah, I'm not very happy with that entry. I must say. Um, anyway, we're in, we're in. Guys, so I've sold at 42.36 even. Probably I would have been happy to be in 42.36 and a half. We just, I don't know whether we got, I don't think we would have got slippage there, but yeah, I wasn't very happy with that entry, I must say. Quite a target with an entry like that. Maybe 42.33, somewhere around there. What are we looking at here? It's funny, I look at this market and I'm clearly wrong, because my view is that we are so due for a correction. But the one thing I absolutely love about trading is because I day trade, and I'm generally flat. I don't hold positions overnight other than my long-term positions where I expect but yeah, I don't hold positions overnight. You know, I do have obviously stocks. Sometimes I'll do some option positions, um, where I'll hold them for days, sometimes weeks, stocks, sometimes months, years. Um, what I find is the nice thing about day trading like this is, like, I have been short for some time. You probably, if you look at my videos, you know, I'm generally trading short, and I make money consistently trading short. But you know, can support. The big but is every time you look at the daily chart, I go to bed, I wake up in the morning, the market's higher. Go to bed, wake up in the morning, the market's higher. Again and again and again. So I'm just wrong, you know, like long term, I've been wrong for a while. At least, you know, I thought that the market would roll over in May when we started having the correction account retrace, looked like a great head and shoulders, but it didn't, came back, broke the top, and then that was it. Happy days. I'm going to put a stop at break even here. That's a nice thing about trading is we don't have to be right, you know, about the overall direction. You just can be right on each trade, and obviously we're not going to always get those right either. See all we're hitting the bin in there offer quite evenly. I want my power meter. Yeah. You can see we certainly in favour of a bearish market. Looking at the market flow, but I think I'm going to pull out prematurely on this one. Oh, I might as well leave it. I mean, we've only got one tick left, so if it goes off stock, well, happy days. Come on, stay below the bloody support. What are you doing? 34145, 34145. There's another entry on another system that I got going. Missed a nice short on the Dow there because I wasn't watching the chart. I think I've got one. I'm down one screen at the moment because one of my cables isn't working. I've got to go and get that replaced. But you think that even so, I've got 5 screens and I'm running out of space here. So 62. I think if we can put our stop at, what is our entry? 36, 87, 34. I'm going to put a buy limit there. $87. Give me one more tick and punch me through. Give me the volume and we fill it. What are we looking at? 103 on the sell, 124. Putting from the bids, we'll get there. There you go. 1, 2, and oh, we just said we had to tick one lower. Are you kidding me? You're joking. I'm taking my $62 and I'm out of here. Oh, one tick. Can you believe it? Unreal. Unreal. It got down to my limit price and just didn't call me because it just didn't tick down and it's couldn't get anyone to take my little parcel away from me. My one position. I mean, come on, guys. Surely the institutions can take a single mini lot off my hands. That nice move, break to the TAS box as well. And I had another entry. I'll tell you where it was. Where's this? My entry would have been 34,148. 34,148. So almost, yeah, 148 there. So it's a 1.25 points. $62.50 minus commissions plus our 100 and what did we get? 110 on the last one. $172. Which now it's going to go and it's going to trade through. Let's watch it. There you go. Tick down. There's nothing coming in on the bid. Nothing coming on the bid. Opposite building. There we go. Tick down again. This is just reading these numbers in the middle of the screen here. Let me bring them up a bit. Where are we trading? So, oh, there we go. Bang. Thank you very much. Would have been my $100 right there. Anyway, donate $37.50 to the market. And flags on my MetaTrader account as well. So that's pretty much all the trading I'm going to do for today. That is 1 hour. As I said, 170 something dollars and $170 and some change within an hour. Let's just get rid of that. And yeah, it's been a great session, and most sessions are like this. I'm just going to put my arrow on on the chart. So we got in over here, break of the tails box. We had a terrible fall over here because I tried to get in on the close of this candle anyway. If you go back and watch the video, and we got out here, I wanted to try and get under it. So anyway, that was our second trade for the day. And this one was worth, let me just go and put the numbers in. Right, and what people are saying now, yes, I will set this at default. $62.50, right, and thank you very much. Okay, and what did we get here? We got $7,105. I think I might just set this one as default as well. No, look at that. $105 profit, and this one is $62 profit. You can see as well from our risk management point of view, we didn't really have the market going much against us. The indicators came in line. The only thing I probably could have done better is waited for that retracement. Looking back on the charts, but you can see that there is a little bit of divergence setting up here. But in all honesty, I didn't see that at the time. Normally, what I like to do is I like to wait until the Woody CCI hits the -200 or the +200, and that's like given for me to get out. So guys, if you've joined us, thank you very much. If you're watching us on YouTube and we're not live, I want to thank you for watching us on YouTube or watching us on Facebook. We do appreciate it. Guys, at Trade On Point, we want to teach you how to trade. Once we start getting into the nitty-gritty of trading, we'll be starting to give away indicators. We'll be starting to give up, do some prizes as well. We'll do some, try and do as much education as we can. The idea is to have these sessions broken to 2-hour sessions. The first hour, try and get 1 or 2 trades off, hopefully profitable trades, make a profit every day. That would be great. And then we want to try and use the next hour for some training. It's going to be very difficult for me because if I see a trade, I'm normally always jumping in. But the idea is to, rather than to say, okay, well, I would have got in here and I would have got out there and I wouldn't have traded here and I would have made a ton of money there. You can see my cupboards over there aren't laden with gold. We are regular traders, retail traders. I have done some time working for a major bank and also for a futures broker, one of the biggest commodity brokers in the world. And I had the opportunity to travel between the Chinese walls, risk on the insto desk and the retail desk, and it's but yeah, we just regular traders. We love trading. We trade the charts, and that's pretty much all we do. And we want to show you how to do that. So give up some of your time. If you do an hour a day, you're likely to see us take a trade, and that is from. Now I've got to get this right because I want to get my time zones right because someone emailed me the other day and said so let's go time in So yeah, so it's 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to generally 10 a.m. London time at this time, because there's daylight savings and all the rest of it, that comes in effect and changes everything. But anyway, it's 8 a.m. till now. All right, guys, thanks very much. Stay safe, look after yourselves and your family, and trade well. I'm going to end the recording.